ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss chapter 11 of Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, in which Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives a summary of this 11th chapter in his Amrita Prabha Bhasya. When Sarvam Bhattacharya tried his best to arrange a meeting between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and King Prataparudra, the Lord flatly denied his request. At this time, Sri Ramananda Rai returned from his government post and he praised King Prataparudra highly in the Lord Chaitanya's presence. Because of this, the Lord became a little soft. The king also made promises to Sri Sarvam Bhattacharya, who hinted how the king might meet the Lord. During Anavasara, while Lord Jagannath was resting him for 15 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being unable to see Lord Jagannath, went to Amarnath. Later, when the devotees from Bengal came to see him, he returned to Jagannath Puri. While Advaita Acharya and the other devotees were coming to Jagannath Puri, Sarup Damodar and Govinda, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's two personal associates, went to receive all the devotees with garlands. From the roof of his palace, King Prataparudra could see all the devotees arriving. Gopinatha Acharya stood on the roof with the king and following Sarvam Bhattacharya's instructions, identified each and every devotee. The king discussed the devotees with Gopinatha Acharya and he mentioned that the devotees were accepting prasadam without observing the regulatory principles governing pilgrimages. They accepted prasadam without having saved and they neglected to fast in a holy place. After Sarvam Bhattacharya had explained to the king why the devotees had apparently violated the scriptural injunctions for visiting a place of pilgrimage, the king arranged residential quarters for all the devotees and saw to their prasadam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talked very happily with Vasudeva Datta and other devotees. Haridas Thakur also came, and due to his humble and submissive attitude, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him a nice solitary place near the temple. After this, the Lord began performing Sankirtan, dividing all the devotees into four groups. After Sankirtan, all the devotees left for their residential quarters. So this is a summary of chapter 11 of Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. The verse 8 says, Niskinchanasya bhagavat bhajan mukhasya param param jigamishor bhavasagarasya sandarsanam visainam atajositam cha ha hanta hanta visavakshanato asadu. Its meaning is, greatly lamenting the Lord then informed Sarvam Bhattacharya, alas, for a person who is seriously desiring to cross the material ocean and engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord without material motives, seeing a materialist engaged in sense gratification or seeing a woman who is similarly interested is more abominable than drinking poison willingly. So Mahaprabhu didn't accept the proposal of meeting the king. In this way, Mahaprabhu said this point. But later on, Mahaprabhu will allow him to meet allow the king to meet him. It will be described later. So verse 98 says, Avatari Chaitanya Kaila Dharma Prasarana Kalikale Dharma Krishna Nama Sankirtana. In this stage of Kali, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended to preach the religion of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna is the religious principle for this age. So, I'll also describe about chapter 12 of Madhya Leela in this episode. In his Amrita Prabha, Bhaktivinoda Thakur summarizes this chapter as follows. The king of Odisha, Maharaj Prataparudra, tried his best to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Nityananda Prabhu and the other devotees informed the Lord about the king's desire, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not agree to see him. At that time, Sri Nityananda Prabhu devised a plan and he sent a piece of the Lord's outward garment to the king. The next day, When Ramananda Rai again entreated Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to see the king, the Lord, denying the request, asked Ramananda Rai to bring the king's son before him. The prince visited the Lord dressed like a Vaishnava, and this awakened remembrance of Krishna. Thus Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the son of Maharaj. Pratapruta. After this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed the Gundicha temple before the Rath Yatra took place. He then took his bath at Indradumna lake and partook of prasadam in the garden nearby. While Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed the temple of Gundicha, a Gaudiya Vaishnava washed the lotus feet of the Lord and drank the water. This incident is very significant for it awoke within the devotee ecstatic love. Then the son of Advaita Prabhu, named Gopala, fainted during Kirtan, and when he didn't come to his senses, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu favored him by awakening him. There was also some humorous talk between Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu during Prasadam. Advaita Prabhu said that Nityananda Prabhu was unknown to anyone, and it was not the duty of a householder Brahmana to accept dinner with a person unknown in society. In answer to his humorous statement, Nityananda Prabhu replied that Advaita Acharya was a monist and that one could not know how his mind could be turned by eating with such an impersonalist. The conversation of these two Prabhus, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu, carried a deep meaning that only an intelligent man can understand. After all the Vaishnavas finished their lunch, Swarup Damodar and others took their prasadam within the room. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took great pleasure when he saw the Jagannath deity after the period of the deity's retirement. At that time, Lord Chaitanya was accompanied by all the devotees, and all of them were very pleased. So, verse 51 says, Shuklavastre Masibindu Jaitana Lukai Sannyasi Ralpachidra Sarvalokagai. As soon as the general public finds a little fault in the behavior of a sannyasi, they advertise it like wildfire. A black spot of ink cannot be hidden on a white cloth. It is always very prominent. Verse 78. Nutan eka sata hata sata samarjani paricha anya dila prabhura ichha jani. As soon as the superintendent understood the desire of the Lord, he immediately delivered 100 new water pots and 100 brooms for sweeping the temple. This is Gundicha Marjan Leela. So verse 127, Ei aparadhe mor kaha have gati tamar gaudiya kare atika faijati. I now do not know what my destination is because of this offense. Indeed, your Bengal Vaishnava has greatly implicated me. One Vaishnava washed the feet of the Lord and drank that water. And that Lord remarks this like this. Eimada Puradara Age Pattajata Shakala Shodhilo Taha Ke Banive Kata. This is Gundicha Marjan Leela. Outside the gateway of the temple, all the roads were also cleansed, and no one could tell exactly how this was done. Sarvabhauma kahe, verse 181, Sarvabhauma kahe ami tarkika kubuddhi tamar prasad mora e sampada siddhi. Sarvabhaumacharya replied to Gopinath Acharya, I was simply a less intelligent logician, but by your grace I have received this opulence of perfection. How he received mercy of the Lord, it is being described by Sarvabhaumacharya to Gopinath Acharya, his brother-in-law. So verse 182, Mahaprabhu bina keho nahi dayamaya kakera garuda kare eiche kon hai. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhaumacharya continued, who is so merciful? He has converted a crow into a Garuda. Who could be so merciful? So verse 183, Tarkika Srigala Sange Bhev Bhev Kari Se Mukhe Eve Sada Kai Krishna Hari. So in the association of the jackals known as logicians, I simply continue to bark a resounding bew bew. Now from the same mouth, I am chanting the holy name Krishna, Hari, like that. So 184. कहाँ बहिर्मुख तार्किक शिष्यगण संगे कहाँ ए संग शुद्ध समुद्र तरंगे. Whereas I once associated with the disciples of logic, all non-devotees, I am now merged in the waves of the nectarian ocean of the association of devotees. In this way, this Madhya Lila chapter 12, I am concluding. So thank you very much for listening to these lectures, chapter 11 and 12. And please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.